Rufai Oseni just said something this morning that has divided the whole country because according to him, once someone kidnaps your family, you kidnap theirs. His words, it takes madness to kill madness. And this is coming right after the Oyo school children were finally rescued and people are split over it. On one side, we have people saying Rufai Oseni is supporting illegality. On the other side, we have people saying the point stands. But I want you to listen to what he actually said first.
Okay. I mean, this morning for our troops, for the government and everybody that did this, kudos to you. But we still have work to be done. The Borno kids are still there. There's also the case of a sector commander, former commander in the FRSC, that his corpse was being taken home. He died in Oshogbo. His corpse was being taken home and his corpse was kidnapped with other people. It pretty much reminds you of the song Double Wahala for Daddy Body and the owner of Daddy Body like Fela sang. We need to get those people back home. But I'm happy. And you see, as regards the morality of the method of the substituted arrest, I know ACJA talks against it in Section 7. I know Police Establishment Act talks against it in Section 36. But in all fairness, in 2 kidnap cases, substituted arrest has worked. The first case is that of Bayelsa. You remember when that justice was kidnapped? There was a reportage that said that the family members of those that kidnapped him were equally threatened. That if you don't bring our person out, you will face that same rot. And that was why that case was accelerated. In this case too, as they took their family members, then they too, they had to succumb. And they went straight for them and they went for their jugglers. The only part of it that I feel sad about is that we lost our valiant soldiers. And this morning I'd like to pay tribute to Lieutenant Isaac. He paid the supreme price fighting for his dear country, and his services to this country will never be forgotten. So maybe we can make a specific case, because it takes a madman to kidnap somebody and deprive them of their pay. Maybe we can make a specific arrangements. Exceptions for substituted arrest. Once you kidnap somebody and they know that it's you, your family members too must be kidnapped. So as regards that, kudos to the federal government, kudos to the security forces and everything. Because you see, these people were laughing, we have passed the extent of playing with these kidnappers. Do you know the trauma? When that woman came out of the place, the first thing she was asking for was her husband. And a car. You know the trauma of being in the bush? So you have family member. You kidnap another person's family member. You are in the bush with them because you have gun. And you don't want them to kidnap a family member. Lie can never happen here. Government on this, so right on. On specific cases like, but on other cases that you want to detain people, no, we don't support it too. But on this, so I know people will say, Rufai are supporting illegality, Dr. Bati will come out and read law this morning. But you see, law that did not bring the people out. So once we can track their family member, do the needful. So kudos to everybody that did it today.
Now think about that. The security agencies, honestly, they did an excellent job rescuing those children. Nobody is disputing that. But kidnapping the families of kidnappers, or more, that can actually spiral into something else entirely. And some people are saying it is best to avoid that route completely. No matter how satisfying it sounds, there's also something else people are asking. A lot of Nigerians don't believe the children were rescued that easily. Some think the government quietly paid ransom. So here's a straight question I want to ask you, and I want your honest take in the comments. Should our security agencies actually start kidnapping the families of kidnappers? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to see where the country stands on this. Now let's break down how the actual operation went. 56 days, that is how long the pupils and teachers from 3 schools in Oyo's Orier area were held since May 15th. The rescue was coordinated by the National Security Advisor's Office, a joint operation involving the military, Air Force, police, and DSS. They locked down the local government area near Old Oyo National Park, cut off communication for the kidnappers, and made sure they couldn't split the victims. 8 suspects are now in DSS custody, and several others were neutralized during the operation, and the government has firmly denied any prisoner exchange. The terrorist kingpin behind this is still standing trial, and right now, the rescued victims are in a secure facility, and officials say they are prioritizing their physical and mental recovery over public parades or press appearances. But viewers, There's also been some political noise around this particular story. People noticed the state government first statement didn't clearly mention federal collaboration, but the presidency has since confirmed both levels of government work together on this. But here's where it gets even more controversial. Governor Seyi Makinde has been getting dragged online, and it is about timing. He revealed that he declared his intention to run for president at 4 p.m. and by 9 a.m. the next morning, the children had already been kidnapped. Now, people are connecting those dots in ways he probably didn't expect it. Listen to this.
I want you to note two major things. One, this is my very first job in the public space. And I've been on this job for 7 years and maybe 2 months. The insecurity you mentioned happened 2 months ago, May 15. So for 7 years, we didn't witness anything like this in Orier State. I declared to run for the presidency of Nigeria at 4 o'clock, and by 9 a.m. the following morning, the children were abducted. We're still feeling through all of this. Yes, we may have to do more, and we're trying to do more. And my newsletter today, basically dwelled on those challenges. We're cooperating with the federal government. Myself and my brother were the chief security officers in court in our state. But he cannot give an instruction to the commissioner of police in the state. He will need to get approval from the inspector general of police. He cannot give an instruction to the state director of security. He will need to get clearance from DG of DSS. The same with the military. The same with all of the people that are supposed to handle insecurity for us. Somebody said, oh, but you can declare curfew. I can declare curfew. But how does that fit with the economic activities of the people?
That timeline alone is why people are talking, and whether it means anything or not, I want you to listen to what this man had to say.
There was a video that emerged yesterday, a bit disturbing in terms of the political suggestion and the undertone that it carried, where we saw the governor of Orier State, Seyi Makinde, saying that he declared to be the president at 4 p.m. on a day, and then by 9 a.m. the next morning, this unfortunate incident of the kidnap happened. Not a few people, are worried about the tone and intent of that thing. Are you hearing anything specifically as to what your state governor intends to do? How happy he is with...
As regards the issue of the relationship between the presidency and the Orier State government, of course, I listened to the governor of Orier State on another platform yesterday, reacting to this situation. What I heard from him did not actually suggest that there was such a breakdown of communication between the two levels of government. But something sent me curious, actually. The statement released by the Orier State government, signed by Mr. Dr. Orier, the Commissioner for Information in the state, confirming the release of the pupils and their teachers. I perused that statement, and I never saw anywhere where it said anything about the collaboration between the state government and the federal government. I mean, that probably may have fueled the suggestion and the talks about, lack of the political undertone, that all this, because some people have actually said it, to our hearings, that if not for the politics of it, the children and the teachers should have been brought to the government house that yesterday, no matter how late it was, to present them to the governor, who as the chief security officer of the state, who actually present them to the media and the rest of the world. But you see, you never can tell. I mean, we don't know the real issue that actually prevented that from happening. But the way things happen in Nigeria, the governor belongs to a different party, the president belongs to another party. So there could be some kind of relationship between their parties and what is going on here. But I mean, if you ask me, this is not what to play politics with. Let's just know what exactly happened, and let's move on. Let's see how we can properly support these victims and reintegrate them back to society and make them live their normal lives again. I mean, they've spent almost 2 months in captivity. You know the trauma. You know what that means for their psyche. You know what that means for the children. We don't even know what they have done to deserve, that kind of treatment. So we're hoping that, I mean, as the day unfolds, the authorities will do what is right and present them to us and tell us what they are doing actually, which is the most important thing today, really, to ensure that these people live their normal lives again after this long time in the den of terrorists.
So before you go, here's what I want to know. Do you support Rufai's idea, kidnapping the families of kidnappers as a deterrent? And what do you make of Makinde's timeline? Drop your honest take below. So that is the full breakdown, and I have some other videos on my channel. Do well to check them. Honestly, you don't want to miss it. And to always stay updated with daily updates like this, honest, no bias, subscribe if you want more of this, and do well to like and share this video. Let's keep everyone informed, and we'll see you in my next video.